The appeal of non-cooperation grew. Its social popularity drew participation from all strata of Indian society. Gandhi was arrested on the 10th of March 1922, tried for sedition, and sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. He began his sentence on the 18th of March 1922. With Gandhi isolated in prison, the Indian National Congress split into two factions, one led by Chitta Ranjan Das and Motilal Nehru favoring party participation in the legislatures, and the other led by Chakravarti Rajagopalachari and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, opposing this move. Furthermore, cooperation among Hindus and Muslims ended as Khilafat movement collapsed with the rise of Atatürk in Turkey. Muslim leaders left the Congress and began forming Muslim organizations. The political base behind Gandhi had broken into factions. Gandhi was released in February 1924 for an appendicitis operation, having served only 2 years. After his early release from prison for political crimes in 1924, over the second half of the 1920s, Gandhi continued to pursue Swaraj. He pushed through a resolution at the Calcutta Congress in December 1928 calling on the British government to grant India Dominion status or face a new campaign of non-cooperation with complete independence for the country as its goal. After his support for World War I with Indian combat troops, and the failure of Khilafat movement in preserving the rule of Caliph in Turkey, followed by a collapse in Muslim support for his leadership, some such as Subhas Chandra Bose and Bhagat Singh questioned his values and non-violent approach. While many Hindu leaders championed a demand for immediate independence, Gandhi revised his own call to a 1-year wait, instead of 2. The British did not respond favorably to Gandhi's proposal. British political leaders such as Lord Birkenhead and Winston Churchill announced opposition to the appeasers of Gandhi in their discussions with European diplomats who sympathized with Indian demands. On the 31st of December 1929, an Indian flag was unfurled in Lahore. Gandhi led Congress in a celebration on the 26th of January 1930 of India's Independence Day in Lahore. This day was commemorated by almost every other Indian organization. Gandhi then launched a new satyagraha against the British salt tax in March 1930. Gandhi sent an ultimatum in the form of a letter personally addressed to Lord Irwin, the Viceroy of India, on the 2nd of March. Gandhi condemned British rule in the letter, describing it as a curse that has impoverished the dumb millions by a system of progressive exploitation and by a ruinously expensive military and civil administration. It has reduced us politically to serfdom. Gandhi also mentioned in the letter that the Viceroy received a salary over 5,000 times India's average income. In the letter, Gandhi also stressed his continued adherence to non-violent forms of protest. This was highlighted by the Salt March to Dandi from the 12th of March to the 6th of April, where, together with 78 volunteers, he marched 388 kilometers, 241 miles, from Ahmedabad to Dandi, Gujarat to make salt himself, with the declared intention of breaking the salt laws. The march took 25 days to cover 240 miles with Gandhi speaking to often huge crowds along the way. Thousands of Indians joined him in Dandi. On the 5th of May he was interned under a regulation dating from 1827 in anticipation of a protest that he had planned. The protest at Dharasana Salt Works on the 21st of May went ahead without him. A horrified American journalist, Webb Miller, described the British response thus: "In complete silence the Gandhi men drew up and halted 100 yards from the stockade. A picked column advanced from the crowd, waded the ditches and approached the barbed wire stockade. At a word of command, scores of native policemen rushed upon the advancing marchers and rained blows on their heads with their steel-shot lathis, long bamboo sticks. Not one of the marchers even raised an arm to fend off blows. They went down like ninepins. From where I stood I heard the sickening whack of the clubs on unprotected skulls. Those struck down fell sprawling, unconscious or writhing with fractured skulls or broken shoulders. This went on for hours until some 300 or more protesters had been beaten, many seriously injured and 2 killed. At no time did they offer any resistance.